So, the bulls have stepped in for SoundHound, but what is next on the plate for the stock? Let's analyze the chart and find out. How is it going, everyone? Yas here from Trading Vanguard. I'm a technical trader who trades short squeeze, momentum, and volatile stocks. All of the information shown in this video is not financial advice and just my opinion. So, welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we'll be looking at SoundHound, ticker SOUN. And I must say, I am feeling bullish about this stock based on what I've seen on the charts. So, let's not hype you lot all up. Let's switch on the drawings and let's see what's going on with SoundHound. So, back to my first video on SoundHound, I had made it clear that the stock had come down to a crucial moment, and for me that was this open down gap which was waiting at, I think it was $8.25, and we can see it had taken since when was this? Yeah, April last year, April 25, so almost one whole year it took when the stock pumped up for it to come back down and finally close this open down gap, which is why for me open gaps to the up or the downside are a huge part of my trading strategy. So yeah, it finally had come down to close it, and what we can see here is that after the gap was closed, it had dipped down a little bit lower, and in my opinion, it looks like the bears tried to fake out the stock. However, if we look at the two bullish green candles, we can literally see it was two bullish candles, which were a total of just under 20%, 18%. Two candles had eaten up 5 days, over 5 days worth of selling pressure. So let's see why I'm bullish on this stock, okay? Rather than the bulls waiting for the stock to come down at known supports, so these are previous supports and they are well established supports at $6.50 and $5.75, which tells us, guys, they bought it up before it even come down, which tells us that the bulls are happy to buy it at those prices, which is super positive to see. Also, if we switch to the weekly chart, we can see that the candle didn't even come down and finish red. So the week where the candle came down to close that gap, we can see it didn't even finish red, which for me definitely shows bullish interest. If we see on the daily RSI, let's go back to the daily chart, we can see the bullish pressure has started. Okay, this goes without saying. And on top of that, we are about to see a MACD crossover, not only on the daily, but also if I go back to the weekly, very soon in the near future, we are going to see a crossover again. And for me, this is always the start of bullish pumps when it comes to long-term trades such as SoundHound. And for me, one of the biggest positive indicators for me, personally, again, a big part of my trading strategy in terms of trading stocks similar to SoundHound, is looking at the RSI on the weekly charts. Guys, we can see whenever the stock has come down to have an oversold RSI, this has typically always been the beginning of a pump to the upside. So we can see the last time it came down to the oversold area, which was around here. Immediately the stock reacted, and then from there it pumped a total of, how much is that? Just under 250%. So that was one time. And then the previous time that happened again was back here. So back in 24, we can see that the stock was oversold and then boom, had an amazing pump up. And if we calculate that, geez, over 500%. So what are the next tests for the stock? Okay, so it's looking good so far, but we need to know what the next tests are. After the recent downwards pressure, the natural resistances will always be the EMA lines. And we can see the stock has come up to test the first EMA line, the white EMA 8 today. So it's come up to test it. So these will always naturally be the first few resistance any stock will face as a technical trader. The biggest resistance for me so far will be the purple EMA 48 line. And we can see the last time the stock came up to test it, this is where we had that big pushback down. So what we want to see is the bulls absolutely take control of the stock and, break past both the EMA 48 and the EMA 200 line that's waiting for us. Once we've seen a clean breakout, then guys, in my opinion, I have got no doubt, and I'll stick to my price targets that I mentioned on the last video, for $13.21 will be hit. Okay. After that, the natural big boss resistance, which has always been there for the stock, is still waiting at $20. Now, for me, this is what I see, all right? Now, should the bulls come in and absolutely dominate this $20 price level, completely eat it all up, then without a shadow of a doubt, I do expect to see some new all-time highs for SoundHound. We can see the all-time high is waiting at $24.98. So I don't, honestly, should there be a full breakout, and what I want to see is a full weekly candle above the natural resistance of $20. And what I mean by that, guys, is I want a full candle including the wicks. And we can see the last time we had it, we did not have a full candle including the wicks go over that natural price resistance. So should the stock have a full weekly candle above, without a shadow of a doubt, guys, I expect to see some new all-time highs for SoundHound. The only thing I would say right now for the stock is just the market situation being super volatile. Now, this stock could, and I mean it could, come back down to test these final support levels that I see, which were waiting for us at $6.50 and $5.75. So potentially we could, come up to test the EMA lines, get rejected, and come back down to these support levels. Do not be surprised by this, guys. However, should this happen, of course, we can see another gap is waiting at $5.73. And for me personally, again, not financial advice, this is the ultimate buying price, and I would load up massively at this price. So yeah, guys, please make of that what you will. So what did you guys think about my analysis for the ticker SOUN? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you guys have any other ticker suggestions or would like stocks analyzed, drop them in the comments below and I'll try to get through to them as soon as I can. If you guys found this video useful, please drop a like. And if you are a similar trader to myself, consider subscribing, as I'll be posting more content similar to this. Once again, I would like to end the video by saying this video is not financial advice. Trading can be extremely risky and you should always have a trading strategy to stay safe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.